Like Azeli, it's something that you need to focus on. Add value to yourself. If they give you breakfast, move on. It's not going to be easy, but trust me,
It's actually
move
not
on.
going to be easy.
I am the table.
I am the table.
Like, I'm the table.
Father should still be providing for you if you're at girlfriend level.
Sorry.
No, so much in the but it's the truth. Stability to your life.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that one. That
hi guys and welcome back to my channel. This is your first time seeing my beautiful face. Hi, my name is Cynthia. Please do not make this your last by clicking on subscribe button to join the fam. And if you're not new here, hey guy, hey girl, what's up? So guys, when I talk about something that is I feel like it's really common. Genuinely, I've actually never been asked the question personally. I know a couple of people have actually been asking. I just thought that let's just come and talk about it. Let's just see how it really goes. And then I brought in a guest also give us our own view on the topic. So
hey guys, my name is Victoria. Actually, I'm not really new on this channel.
yes, actually, I will actually
link
the video. I'll link the video somewhere here.
Yeah, I'm really not new, but I can promise you guys that you are in for a ride. So relax with your popcorn and listen to this.
Yeah.
Listen to these two wise women.
Actually.
Yeah.
Proverbs 31 women.
First off, I'm gonna put a caveat to this video that whatever we're talking about here is based off our own exposure, experiences, our level of what we know basically. Actually. And what we feel, what is like is how will I put it now for a lack of better English, what is relatable to a lot of people, what a lot of people can relate to, and it's applicable. Yeah, that's the word. It's applicable to a lot of people in relationships. So guys, I don't know. So Victoria, how do you think have you ever been asked the question, what do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table? To start with, that question sounds cliche. But it's a very important question anyway. But it's just, I don't know, it's just because of the way we've used it. I mean, people bounce about it on social media, what you bring to the table, and then you hear people say things like, I am the table.
I am the table.
Like, I'm the table, and all of that. I've never been asked that question. I have never been asked that question.
I've not been asked the question too.
I've never been asked that. But then I think I would say I've never been asked the question directly. Because I remember that there was one time I met this guy. Not like I met him. Somebody introduced him to me. Somebody shall exchange our contacts. There was an exchange of contacts in that process. And then this was 2020 and I was in a mess, as my friends know. I mean, I've said this just before in our former video. I was just out of a relationship and it was really, really, really bad, terrible breakfast. But because I didn't want to keep a close mind and all of that. So somebody exchanged our contact. And this person I'm talking about is actually one of the most popular. I'm not going to say his name here, but I'm going to tell you the person. He's actually a very popular person on social media. So he got my contact and we got talking. He came, he told me what he wanted. I wanted a relationship and he's looking to settle down because he's getting old. So yeah. Uncle gave me his Instagram handle. I checked and I was like, oh, you actually look nice. You don't look bad. And he was like, oh, you don't look bad yourself. And then he now asked me, what do you do? And I didn't lie. I said I just finished NYC, so I'm not doing anything at the moment. That's obviously I think it was later that month or the month after I had passed out, from service. Yes. So I told him that I just finished NYC. I don't even know where I want to work. I don't know when I'm going to get a job. I'm still trying to figure out my life basically. And he said he was looking for somebody that a working class woman basically. So I had to tell him the truth, and I didn't mind if that was going to be the end of our conversation because obviously he was looking for something and I was not the thing he was looking for. And I didn't want to lie to keep him because I thought he had money or because he actually really has money. This person has bloody money. He just got married of recent and his marriage was like one of talk of the town wedding. Are we even like? Imagine. So I mean,
so that's if you guys started, people have gotten married.
Yes, now because this guy has money.
My married friend, that's what I'm calling you.
What?
So, I mean, genuinely, I've actually not been asked the question, but I've actually had a lot of people that talk about it. And then people are like, when they ask them, they find it very insulting, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, but you can ask the guy. So, you know this thing that says, don't do wife duties at girlfriend prices. But you want the guy to do husband duties at boyfriend prices. Because I'm like, if you say, okay, let him protect me, let him provide for me. It's supposed to be your husband supposed to provide for you, not your boyfriend.
Right.
For your father should be.
So I think it's just.
For your father should still be providing for you if you're at girlfriend level.
Sorry.
No. No, some actually, but it's the truth.
Well, you know some people don't have fathers again.
Well, that's, I don't mean you guys. I don't actually mean that.
She doesn't mean it that way, but I'm just trying to let her know that some people actually don't have daddies again. The question is really not out of place, but it's just the way social media has really made it look like, oh, you know, we like to catch cruise a lot.
We actually do.
We catch cruise a lot, but people in their closet, these are the things that actually cause issues in relationships. This is one of the reasons why, as fickle as it sounds, and as we've really trivialized that particular topic, it is causing breakup. And even in marriage, this is not even relationship, boyfriend and girlfriend. Joking. Even in marriages, this is part of the things that is breaking up marriages right now. So if you are looking to date anybody, as a girl, as a guy, I have the right to tell you, to ask you what you are going to bring to the table. Because
at the end of the day, social media won't pay our bills.
Social media won't pay our bills. And as the guy, you have the person that actually
matchmade us, that got us together,
it will not pay our. In fact, after that matchmaking,
that's the end. Like it's your business. You understand? So I just really feel like, for me personally, I would ask you what you do for my own safety.
What value are you going to be adding? Obviously, value does not really have to be monetary. It could be other things, but we all know like what the person is driving at when they ask you what are you bringing to the table. It really has to do with monetary terms in most cases, rather than every other thing in between, right? So the question is really not out of place. So if I'm looking to get into a relationship with somebody, or somebody comes to meet me and say, oh, Victoria, I think you are really going to make a great partner, and I love your vibe and all of that, I would really love us to be in a relationship, and he's asking me, okay, what are you going to bring to the table? Yeah. And anyway, before you even get to what are you going to be bringing to the table, I feel like the person should know what you've been doing or what you are doing.
That's my point. You should know.
You should know. So you should know that this person is capable of bringing something to the table.
Or genuinely, I feel like if you cannot bring anything to the table, then leave the person. Like, there's no need of trying to make the person feel foolish, trying to make the person less of themselves. If you know that.
I don't really think the question is meant to make you less of yourself.
No, because genuinely, so okay, let's say I earn 50k, you earn maybe times 10 of what I earn, and you know you're out of that. I cannot bring whatever I can bring to the table is really minute. Right. Then you now come off at me as what are you even really doing? Do you get?
So, and I think personally, everybody
it's should. I just feel like we should know our capability. You should really know what this person can do.
Whatever you guys are going to, even the relationship should start off from friendship level. And it is in that friendship that you guys are going to talk about everything and anything. Maybe not everything, basically, but most things that you should talk about at that level. Even, obviously, you're looking to date this person, but you're trying to build the friendship first. I don't know how long that is going to take you guys. So are you saying
that for all your relationships, you have always been friends with them first?
Not really. Not really. But I'm just saying that before you guys now say, okay, let's enter the relationship, there must have been some things that you guys, friendship. Even before the person approaches you to say, oh, I really want us to, you guys must have talked about, before he says, oh, I really like you, guys must have talked about a lot of things. Oh, what do you do? Where do you work? Those are like the basic first questions that somebody will most likely ask you when they first meet you.
Genuinely, what do you do is very quick.
It's very quick. What do you do? Where do you work? If I ask you what do you do, Kofo, as a guy, I come to me and I go, oh, this girl's really pretty, I like her. Even before I get to that level of I want to date you and I just really want to know more about you before I pop I've given you the idea of I really like you and all of that. We should have had conversations about where you work and what you do. Where you work and what you do would probably have given me an idea of
myself to get there.
Where you work and what you do would have probably given me an idea of how much you earn.
Yeah.
And all of that stuff. So I feel like that question should have been, it's not a question that you are really meant to ask per se, but if they now ask you, because I feel like you'd have figured out all these things from when you guys start talking. But then if you now get to the point where you're not asking the person that what are you bringing to the table, and I feel like in most cases where that question is asked is because the lady or the guy, one person is feeling that the other person is not capable of, adding value financially.
It's mostly guys that ask ladies this question.
Yes, and if for cases where ladies ask that question, is because they feel like that guy is not responsible financially, and they are scared of, dedicating their entire life in the hands of someone that is not even promising, right? Do you get? So it's a very valid question. I don't know. That question is not, like I said, that question is not a question that you outrightly ask, because from your conversations with this person, you should know what this person is capable of doing financially. Their financial strength, based off the job they do and how much they earn, or maybe the role. And then obviously you know whether this person is a promising person, like their career is promising. I mean, you guys would have talked about a lot of things. Even if the person is a career person and the person says, oh, I want to venture into this business, or I have investments in this, you know that this person, okay, this is somebody I can, partner with.
How do you feel when your friend, how do you feel about this topic in friendships?
What do you bring to the table? In friendship.
No, there's a kind of friends that friendship that actually one-sided.
Friends with benefits.
No.
But if like somebody asks me that kind of question in the friendship, I'll feel somehow.
Would that make you feel like the friend's actually feeling entitled to you?
I mean, so as I'm very big of friendship. Let's start with that. And I feel like if I'm committed to you, I should have a level of sense of entitlement with you. If I'm really calling you my friend, and that's why, because if I don't have any sense, if I don't have this sense of entitlement towards you in that friendship, there won't be accountability. Think about it. So that means anytime I come out here and say, Cynthia, I told you I needed to do something, and you could not even show up for me. Then you're like, oh, so what's now the friendship? Do you get? I feel like we also trivialize friendship, but me, I don't trivialize friendship. I'm very big on friendship. I love my friends so much, and I always show up for my friends.
Actually, Victoria actually does show up for her friends.
I always show up for my friends.
I actually feel like I don't do half of what Victoria.
Because you don't have a lot of friends. I'm the person that keeps
I feel like
friends.
Victoria has like 200 friends. I'm like tattoo lady to Victoria to post. I'm like, who is this person?
Kofo can count our friends with just one hand. With just one hand. Me, I cannot count my friends with just the two hands. But my very
cannot count.
Wait, hold on. What's wrong with you?
I'm not lying.
Yes, you cannot count my friends with the 2 hands and 2 legs, but my close, like my core friends, sure you can. I mean, I have friends for different purposes, but my core friends, obviously, sure can count them. I mean, the question of what do you bring to the table, she really knows. It's not an out of place question. It's a question that needs to be asked in a relationship. If somebody's asking me that in a friendship, I'll be looking at you.
There will be problem. I don't understand. Are you LGBT?
And obviously there should be a level of entitlement in that friendship, especially if you're my core friend. But like, you cannot be asking me that question, because you should know my capacity as your friend. And obviously, okay, where the problem would now be is if you're always doing and I'm not doing anything.
Do you know that I've actually had a friend, I've actually been in a friendship like that.
That's when that question will now pop up. So not like it's not, I mean, it won't even come in the form of what you bring to the table. Like, guys, okay, you're going to talk about it, that I feel somehow.
Be careful with the kind of friends that you keep. That's all I can say.
He's really playing my friend.
Because
he's really playing my sister.
They've run me straight.
They've run her straight.
But period.
And they now want to turn her to. She's a sweet girl, still on steel, through and through. They now want to turn her to someone that does not buy people gifting. I pity you. Don't try that with me. So as I was saying, guys. So as I was saying, if it happens in friendship that you are the one always giving, you are always giving, and the other person is never doing, that should be a valid conversation. But it wouldn't even come in the form of what are you bringing to the table. It would just come in from I realize that this is what is happening. And it's another thing if you know that this person is not even working at all and doesn't have any source of income. Even if the person doesn't have any source of income, they should be able to do some little things.
Act of service.
Exactly. So it's a valid question. But in relationship, it is a genuine question. I don't think it's out of place, because if somebody is asking me what do I bring to the table, I will tell him, bros, this is what I do, this is how much I earn. Obviously, I'm looking to grow on my career. I have investment. This is what I've invested in already. This is what I'm looking to invest in. These are my portfolio and financial portfolio and all of that. From that, you should be able to judge based off the information that I've given you. This is the financial capacity or financial strength of this lady, and this is what she'll be able to bring to the table. Yeah, but it's a very valid question, because also as a lady, I think also forget all those I have the table. Honestly, it bants. We are the table for because
I am the table.
I'm
girl.
the table. But as a lady, I don't know how you feel if you are not really of value in a relationship. I feel redundant. I feel useless. So I always refer back to my last proper relationship because I've not had any proper relationship. I realized that as a lady, you should actually add value to yourself. Not as a lady, generally. Everybody. But particularly as a lady, I'm even talking to ladies right now. I feel like as a lady, it's something that you need to focus on. Add value to yourself. If they give you breakfast, move on. It's not going to be easy, but trust me,
It's actually
move
not
on.
going to be easy. It's actually not
Because
gonna be
the aftermath of that breakfast, I'm very grateful for it. I'm really, really grateful. I still tell people that if I was in that relationship, I probably wouldn't have left Ibadan.
You would have.
I probably wouldn't have left Ibadan. I probably wouldn't have thought of, like doing daring things like I did when I got to Lagos, right? Because I'm emotionally tied to somebody and I don't want to be far away from him. I mean, I don't like long distance relationship.
So guys, I feel like this video has been very insightful and I really hope that you guys did enjoy it as much as we did. And honestly, I feel like we can actually keep on going and going.
There's a lot.
There's actually a lot to talk about with this topic and all of that. I want you guys to just let me know in the comment section. Has any guy or any girl ever asked you what you bring to the table? And like, what are your responses to such questions?
How do you even feel?
Like, I really want to know how people actually feel about these things. So guys, do well to drop a comment or two for us. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please don't forget to share, subscribe, comment, and like. Hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.